red corner, standing at a rock-solid 6'2" and weighing in at 208 pounds, it's the warrior from Atlanta, Georgia, Evander "The Real Deal" Holyfield. Holyfield would be coming into this fight with 21 wins, 16 of them ending with The Real Deal breaking his opponents down and taking them out. Holyfield was undefeated, a former undisputed cruiserweight champion, and now a rising force in the heavyweight division. This would be his third fight at heavyweight, and with the boxing world watching, he was determined to prove he belonged among the giants. Looking to test the rising heavyweight force, and standing in the opposite corner was an undefeated knockout artist, a relentless wrecking machine standing at 6'3" tall and weighing in at a solid 215 pounds, Alex the Destroyer Stewart. Holyfield would be coming in on the back of some impressive wins, including a dominant win over former heavyweight title challenger Pinkland Thomas and a hard-fought battle against the rugged Michael Dokes. If Alex Stewart was going to get the win, he would need to bring something special to the ring that night.
I don't look past Alex Stewart. My goal is to be the heavyweight champion of the world.
Before the fight with Alex Stewart, Evander Holyfield had already cemented his place as a top-tier fighter, having conquered the cruiserweight division and made a strong start in the heavyweight ranks. Born in Atmore, Alabama and raised in Atlanta, Georgia, Holyfield would rise through the amateur ranks before turning professional. After a controversial bronze medal finish in the 1984 Olympics, he wasted no time in the pro ranks, tearing through the cruiserweight division and becoming undisputed champion by 1988. Throughout the mid to late 1980s, Holyfield secured notable victories against fighters like Dwight Muhammad Qawi, Ricky Parkey, and Carlos De Leon, all while refining his skills under the guidance of the esteemed trainers George Benton and Lou Duva. Benton was a legendary figure in boxing, having trained champions like Pernell Whitaker. He played a key role in refining Holyfield's defensive skills and ring intelligence. Duva, a Hall of Fame trainer, was instrumental in guiding Holyfield's career, helping him navigate the toughest challenges in the cruiserweight division. Together, they redefined Holyfield's status from a promising prospect to the undisputed cruiserweight champion.
Even though he's fighting an undefeated fighter, if he had his druthers, Ferdy, he would much rather be getting ready right now for a fellow by the name of Mike Tyson.
In 1988, Holyfield made his mark on the heavyweight division after defeating James "Quick" Tillis, a man who had once gone the distance with Mike Tyson, by 5th round TKO. Holyfield's status as a serious heavyweight contender remained intact, but the boxing world was still waiting for him to prove he could hang with the true giants of the division and deliver a defining performance against a worthy opponent. This relentless warrior from Atlanta would have to bide his time and await the stars aligning for the mega matchups that boxing fans were waiting on. Meanwhile, Alex Stewart was an enigma to most boxing fans outside of America. Stewart was a rugged and determined fighter from Jamaica who had enjoyed success on the American boxing circuit. 2 years younger than Holyfield and hailing from Kingston, Stewart was a fast-rising contender in professional boxing, making his mark in the heavyweight division in the late 1980s. Stewart quickly established himself as a dangerous contender in the heavyweight division, steamrolling every opponent he faced with a 100% knockout rate. Despite his achievements, Stewart was yet to be tested against truly elite competition. Weighing in 11 pounds heavier than Holyfield, Stewart was the bigger man, and with his power, aggression, and a relentless knockout streak, it made him a dangerous threat in the ring. Stewart had never even been knocked down in his professional career, never giving his opponents the opportunity to land anything big enough to put him on the canvas. Outside the ring, Stewart wasn't one for theatrics or headlines. He wasn't the loudest voice in the room, nor did he embrace the showmanship that defined many heavyweights. Despite his perfect knockout record, many questioned whether his streak was truly a sign of elite power or simply a product of untested opposition. Fight night, and the arena was packed. The Trump Plaza in Atlantic City was the battleground. We joined the fighters in the first round in the autumn of 1989. Would the former cruiserweight king break down the undefeated knockout artist, or would Stewart's power prove to be more than just hype?
For 12. Evander Holyfield in the red trunks with the black. Alex Stewart in the black trunks with the gold before. You know, he's had most of his fights.
Freezes a fighter right in the strikes. Right now, he's eating these jabs of Holyfield's, which is a bad news because of
Slowly, but perhaps he needs
of the kind that he's not used to getting. Stewart. And opening up to getting that pressure.
With Cobb, he had Stewart work more on the fighting part in preparation for Holyfield. Did things for Rodriguez in his last fight, the second round. Stewart looking for the confidence to get past the first round.
From the opening bell, Holyfield wasted no time imposing himself. He fired crisp jabs and quick combinations, stepping inside and attacking the body with sharp hooks. Stewart struggled to land anything meaningful, as Holyfield's speed and accuracy kept him in control. The challenger was already showing signs of discomfort, with Holyfield's pressure dictating the pace.
It is not bleeding profusely. It's more of a nick than a big cut on the right eye of Stewart.
Stewart is dazed.
Stewart in big trouble for Stewart, but the bell will save him.
Let's see if Holyfield can pick up where he left off. And let's see how Stewart
Risked by that little shellacking he got at the corner at the end of that round. His corner seemed very worried. It's a babble of voices, but they took care of the cut very well. Jab, and just as he says it, Evander Holyfield does it. Duba echoing, good, solid right hand by Evander Holyfield right on the chin of Stewart. Stewart firing back.
Stewart able to come back with a combination.
No dog in Stewart. He's brave. He's up there.
Oh, and a heavy right by Stewart that caught Holyfield on the chin. Ruled for 12.
Stewart.
WBC Continental America's heavyweight fight. The championship held by Holyfield. It's his second defense. And Alex Stewart undefeated, 20 punch. And he is causing a little work.
He is not sacrificing the body. He's punching the body, and then the only thing he had
with the high-tech scientific approach to endurance strength. Alex Stewart's fitness coach, the hockey team, and he uses many of the same methods as Holyfield.
The cut has not reopened, has not been a factor in this at all. It's there, it's a little nick, but it's being well. There's a decisive edge in all this. It's that Holyfield is the leader in the fight. Oh, good shot.
Scheduled for 12.
Well, he has an excellent corner.
Got in there.
I mean, he's getting Holyfield getting nailed by every right hand. There's another one.
In round 5.
And back comes Holyfield. And how often we've seen this in adults fight.
With Holyfield playing
many good. He came back because he's got such a fighting heart.
Cost him.
2 good hooks by Stewart. There's a right hand by Stewart.
Round 5 saw the most exciting round of the fight so far. Stewart letting his hands go and catching Holyfield with some big shots. Despite this, Holyfield ended the round strong, landing sharp combinations.
Stewart coming off.
His was going, he would come back with fury.
Quick too.
And he runs into 2, 3, 4 punches by Stewart. Now Holyfield's fighting like the contender.
He's really upset. He's fighting angry. Holyfield looking to pull it out.
Focused, concentrated, looking for his knockout.
But Stewart showing
in power. He's looking for the openings. He is being very. There's the uppercut again. He wants to land it.
Heading for the bell.
Stewart to have any bounce at all. Those heavy body. Ooh. What was it?
Not many.
And he did not succeed. And here's Stewart, tired as he is, still throwing as much as he can, pouring out of the cut.
Now the in-front right eye of Stewart.
Round, he's just giving him a pass. Possibly because he's tired and trying to get his strength together. Those uppercuts are coming from the boardwalk. And it took every last second before he got it.
Stewart's heart was undeniable, but his body was failing him. The damage to his eye had worsened, swelling nearly shut as blood trickled down his face. Holyfield continued pressing, his relentless assault making it clear that the end was near.
Control his legs. Those body shots. Oh, another great uppercut. Those body shots of Holyfield are thunderous.
Going for the money was Alex Stewart. And the right uppercut, you saw it by Holyfield. Uppercut, you saw it by Holyfield. Just snapped Stewart's head back.
As soon as Holyfield perceives an opening or a weakness, he exploits it. Punching, he still has the ability. You cannot with any the corner. I mean, if you have,
What's Tony Perez doing now?
I don't know that's called the doctor and look at the cut time. Too much. The doctor said, dog, it's Alex Stewart went to school.
The winner, and still Continental America's heavyweight champion, still #1 contender, Evander Real Deal Holyfield.
A well-deserved victory for Holyfield, who showcased his class against an undefeated puncher. Stewart showed grit and toughness, but on this night, he was simply outgunned by the real deal. This wouldn't be the last time Stewart shared the ring with Holyfield. Though he left the fight battered and bloodied, the Jamaican warrior would continue his career, determined to rebuild. 4 years later, he would get another shot at the real deal in a rematch, losing wide on the scorecards. We will leave you with one question. Are you an old-school boxing fan? If so, give that subscribe button a clash of heads. See you in the next one.